That's the ability you got after crossing over into this world. Destroy anything with life in it, and you gain the lifespan that comes with it. And after years of stacking it up, your lifespan had hit 250,000 years. But you weren't happy about it, not even a little. Because what's the point of all that lifespan if you're still stuck in the mortal world? That all changed 3 years later. That's when you finally found out lifespan had other uses. So here's what happened. You were heading out to see off the last friend you had left in the mortal world, when out of nowhere, a middle-aged man in white robes came flying straight toward you. Your eyes narrowed. That was definitely not mortal world speed. And immortal, you immediately formed a hand seal and activated your invisibility formation. Your courtyard vanished instantly. But the white-robed man stopped right above where your courtyard used to be. He held up some kind of crystal disc, muttering to himself, "This is the spot. So where is everyone?" And from down below you could feel it. This guy was giving off an insanely powerful aura. No doubt about it, this was an immortal. But what did he want with you? Before you could even figure it out, the white-robed man suddenly waved his hand, and the void shook. Immortal energy slammed into the ground with a massive boom. Your invisibility formation shattered instantly. Your courtyard and dozens of defensive formations all came into view. The white-robed man stared down at the formations, a strange look crossing his face. Just as I thought, how interesting. Then his gaze shifted, right to you, standing in the middle of the courtyard. He spoke in a deep, firm voice. "I am an immortal from the immortal realm. I've been sent down to bring all peak stage Great Ascension cultivators up to ascend. Drop your formations and come with me." Your expression shifted slightly. You hadn't expected this guy to actually be here to take you to the immortal realm. You cupped your hands and gave a respectful bow. "Greetings, senior. I still have some unfinished business here in the mortal world. Would it be possible to head up a little later? I also have a brother and also at peak Great Ascension. Could you bring him up first?" There was no way you were just blindly trusting this stranger. Following him without a plan? That was asking for trouble. But the white-robed man was already losing patience. "Every Great Ascension cultivator in the mortal world will be brought to the immortal realm. No exceptions. I'm on a schedule, move it. Or don't blame me for tearing down those formations." You frowned, ran through your options in your head, and ultimately decided, fine, you'd go with him. Luckily, the white-robed man didn't hurt you. He flew you straight to the center of the mortal world. A crowd had already gathered there, split into 5 different factions. You scanned the crowd carefully and quickly spotted your friend Jiang Wei. Jiang Wei's lifespan was nearly up today. You'd figured he wouldn't make it. Turns out he got a second chance after all. Looked like you'd get to keep catching up with him, just in the immortal realm this time. Half an hour later, every peak Great Ascension cultivator in the mortal world had been gathered together. The leaders of all 5 factions finished talking among themselves, then each pulled out a crystal compass. As the compasses came together, a massive hole tore open in the sky above. The whole group was pulled right through it. And just like that, you all appeared at the foot of a mountain, thick with immortal energy. You scanned your surroundings fast. So this is the immortal realm? The people around you were already buzzing with excitement. "Is this immortal energy? I can actually absorb it." Right then, a middle-aged man in red robes appeared out of thin air. "I am Huang Hongzhang, steward of the Imperial Clan. From this point on, you are all outer disciples of our Imperial Clan, under my supervision. There are plenty of cave dwellings in the mountain behind you. Each of you may pick one. That will be your home going forward. Also, here are your immortal pills, 1 per person. Take it, absorb the immortal energy, and you'll ascend within half a day." As he spoke, golden light burst from an ancient-looking ring on his finger, and the pills flew out, landing perfectly in front of each person. Everyone was thrilled. They grabbed the pills like they couldn't wait to swallow them. But you narrowed your eyes. You wrapped the pill in spiritual energy to keep it from touching your skin, then tucked it into a pill bottle because something about this guy felt very off. And that feeling was strong. Huang Hongzhang then told everyone to go pick their cave dwellings and come back after ascending within half a day. Everyone bowed, then rushed off toward the mountain, practically tripping over each other to get there first. They'd noticed the higher the cave dwelling, the denser the immortal energy. You joined the crowd, but deliberately held back your speed. You settled on a cave dwelling halfway up the mountain. Not the top, not the bottom. Don't stand out, don't be the weakest. Once you found a plain, unremarkable dwelling, the first thing you did was do a quick sweep of the whole place. Once you confirmed it was safe, you set up your formations. Only after everything was in place did you finally sit down. You knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Something about this didn't add up. The Imperial Clan clearly had an agenda. Either you all had some kind of use to them, or there was something on you that they wanted. You pulled out the pill bottle and set up a small secondary formation around it. Then you guided the pill into the center of the formation, your identification array. A formation you'd spent years developing. It could analyze the exact composition of any object. The formation quickly displayed the pill's components, and beyond the normal ingredients buried deep inside, there was a mysterious substance hidden incredibly well, just as you suspected. Take this pill and sure, it'd probably do exactly what he said. You'd ascend within half a day. But your life from that point on, it'd be in the Imperial Clan's hands. There was no way you were taking this. But the guy outside was sitting in the air, and his aura, 100 times more terrifying than the immortal who brought you here. Running wasn't an option, you had to gamble. From analyzing the pill's components, you could tell its main function was to force your body to absorb immortal energy at insane speed and break through to immortalhood. Without the pill, you'd need to set up a spirit gathering array to pull in immortal energy fast enough. So you got to work. In no time, you'd laid down formation after formation, and the immortal energy inside the cave started flooding toward you. When there was just one incense stick's worth of time left before the deadline, you finally opened your eyes. A powerful shockwave of energy blasted out in every direction. You'd actually done it. You were an immortal, and your lifespan jumped by 30,000 years. Your total lifespan was now at 280,000 years. Looks like you bet right. You quickly packed up your formations and flew out of the cave. The plaza was already filling up with people. Huang Hongzhong was floating in the air above them. His sharp gaze swept across every single person. And that warm expression he had earlier? Gone. Replaced by something a lot darker. The moment the time was up, his voice turned cold. Everyone out, now. Latecomers will be executed. The crowd was stunned by his sudden change in attitude. His eyes locked onto 4 people who hadn't ascended. Why haven't you ascended? One trembled. Senior, I don't know why either. Another spoke up. Senior, my pill got destroyed. The other 2 had similarly weak excuses. Huang Hongzhong let out a cold laugh. Well then, you're useless to me. Before anyone could react, all 4 of them exploded, without warning. A mist of blood hung in the air. Everyone on that plaza was frozen in shock. Huang Hongzhong continued coldly. As for the rest of you, you've been cooperative. The Imperial Clan rewards loyalty. From this day forward, you are lifespan slaves of the Imperial Clan. Keep obeying, and you'll be allowed to live. But if anyone steps out of line, your end will be far worse than theirs. Everyone on the plaza held their breath, and you were quietly analyzing every word Huang Hongzhong had just said. Lifespan slaves. So it is tied to lifespan. Is what the Imperial Clan is after our lifespan? The people around you exchanged glances, eyes wide with shock and confusion. They'd fought to ascend, hoping to extend their lifespan. They knew better than anyone how precious it was. Then an elder in the crowd spoke up. Senior Immortal, we are truly grateful for what you've done for us. You gave us the chance to ascend. That's a debt we can never repay. But what exactly is a lifespan slave? Huang Hongzhong's lips curled into a twisted smile. I like that attitude. The Imperial Clan saved you and helped you ascend. Your lives belong to us now. That's fair, right? Yes, Senior, absolutely fair. Then your lifespan belongs to us too. No objections? Now, you've all just broken through to the Star Soul realm, gaining 31,000 years of lifespan. The Imperial Clan will be taking 30,000 of those years. Reasonable? Dead silence fell over the plaza. Huang Hongzhong kept going, completely expressionless. Going forward, the Imperial Clan will continue providing you with cultivation resources. Once a month to help you break through. But every time you break through, we take the corresponding lifespan, leaving you with just 1,000 years. You'll find out how we collect it soon enough. Hearing that, you finally understood what lifespan slave meant. It was the same concept as farming crops. Grow them, then harvest them. Wait for the season, reap the harvest, then keep growing them just to harvest again. But you were curious. What did they actually use lifespan for? And how exactly did they take it? You had an enormous amount of lifespan. Weren't you basically a walking target? That thought sent a chill through you. You needed to find a way out of here. Besides, you never actually swallowed that parasite-laced pill. Right then, Huang Hongzhong's expression twisted into a sly grin. I know. Some of you are already thinking about running, but let me be clear. The pill I gave you contains a special parasite. Not even the strongest immortals can escape the Imperial Clan's control. Let me give you a little demo. With that, he pulled out a small bell infused with immortal energy and gave it a gentle shake. In an instant, everyone on the plaza froze, then frantically covered their ears. But blocking their ears and shutting out sound didn't do a thing. It was like something was drilling straight into their minds, the pain so intense they blacked out on the spot. They hit the ground screaming. You mixed into the crowd and put on a convincing performance. A moment later, Huang Hongzhong stopped. Everyone slowly came back to their senses. Huang Hongzhong said coldly, "This parasite doesn't need to be triggered manually. It activates on its own once a year. Miss the antidote pill and you die. Once we've collected your lifespan this time, you're free to go wherever you want for 1,000 years. But when the year end comes, you come back for your antidote." Everyone was seething on the inside. This was airtight control. Huang Hongzhong looked completely unbothered, clearly used to this. All right, follow me to turn over your lifespan. Then I'll brief you on more about the immortal realm. As he spoke, a flash appeared in his hand. A tiny boat, no bigger than a palm. The boat glowed green, wrapped in immortal energy, radiating a strange divine presence. He poured immortal energy into it, and it instantly expanded into an enormous flying vessel hovering in the air. Everyone obediently boarded. The moment you stepped on, you felt an overwhelming force envelop everything around you. If you were guessing right, this vessel had insanely powerful defensive capabilities. You just couldn't figure out how something like this was even forged. Huang Hongzhong steered the vessel into the void and sped off. Sometime later, the vessel landed in a large plaza with a massive altar standing at the center. Above it floated a blue orb of light, the size of a small mountain. A group of yellow-robed immortals with coiling dragon embroidered on their robes stood guard around it, keeping everyone else back. Huang Hongzhong led the group to the orb and produced a token. He handed it to a white-haired elder standing watch. The elder checked it and waved them through. Huang Hongzhong then led you all to a structure that made you stop dead in your tracks. Wait, is that a pyramid? It looked almost identical to the ones from your past life. You couldn't help but wonder. Huang Hongzhong scanned the group and gave his orders. Listen up. When you enter the Beast Illusion Tower, a voice will ask how much lifespan you want to spend. Each of you will input exactly 30,000 years. A treasure will then appear in front of you. I'm telling you right now. The grade of treasure you get for 30,000 years will fall within a certain range. If I find out anyone put in less than 30,000 years, you'll be killed on the spot. That actually gave you a small sense of relief, so they couldn't tell how much lifespan you actually had. No one dared resist, they all nodded, and lined up obediently toward the glowing golden entrance of the Beast Illusion Tower. Once you stepped inside, you felt your body go weightless, and suddenly you were standing in a vast, empty void. Before you could even take a step to explore, an ancient, worn voice came from somewhere unknown. How much lifespan do you wish to exchange for treasure? As that voice hit your ears, a stream of information poured directly into your mind. Immortal Realm treasures fall into categories: artifacts, immortal tools, immortal treasures, formations, pills, techniques, cultivation methods, movement arts, sword arts, and more. Each category has 10 grades, Immortal Grade 1 through Immortal Grade 10. And each grade breaks down further into low, mid, high, and supreme tiers. After processing all of that, you now knew exactly how the exchange system worked. 30,000 years of lifespan gets you an Immortal Grade 3 treasure. Immortal Grade 4 costs 80,000 years. Immortal Grade 5 is 180,000. You decided to start small, put in 30,000 years to test the waters. The next second, 30,000 years were yanked straight out of you. Then, a glowing orb materialized in front of you. It burst open, and a blazing red immortal sword floated before you, perfectly still. Immortal Grade 3, high-tier sword. It was more impressive than any blade you'd ever laid eyes on. You grabbed it and couldn't help but admire it, but this one had to be handed over. You still had 250,000 years of lifespan, though. Why not use the opportunity to grab a few more things? Once the idea hit, you couldn't shake it. But you were worried Huang Hongzhong might search you when you got out. Still, after thinking it over, you decided to go for it. There was only one of him. He couldn't realistically search everyone one by one. 30,000 years gets you Immortal Grade 3. So as long as you hand over a Grade 3 high-tier treasure, there's no reason for him to suspect you're hiding anything else. Then the ancient voice came again. You still have lifespan remaining. Do you wish to exchange more? This time you put in 80,000 years. Sure, you could have put in 180,000 for Immortal Grade 5, but that might be too flashy. And on top of that, you had no idea what Immortal Grade 5 treasures actually looked like. If one showed up outside and caused a scene, you'd be walking straight into a trap. Immortal Grade 4 was the safest play at your current stage, and with 80,000 years per roll, your remaining lifespan could get you 3 Grade 4 treasures. Even with bad luck, at least one of them would come in handy. As the 80,000 years went in, you felt another chunk of lifespan get pulled from your body. Another orb formed in front of you. It burst open, and a sword wrapped in blue light appeared before you. Immortal Grade 4, high-tier sword. High tier again. Your luck was something else, but you didn't have time to dwell on it. Every second counted. Without spending much time on the sword, you put in another 80,000 years. This time, the treasure was a palm-sized flying vessel. Immortal Grade 4, supreme tier. You felt its aura immediately. Your eyes lit up. This thing seemed even stronger than the one Huang Hongzhong had, so then, you took a deep breath and put in another 80,000 years. Light exploded outward, and a plump golden bead appeared floating in the void. It had a presence like it could sink into nothingness at any second. Another Immortal Grade 4 supreme tier. You were speechless. Your luck was absolutely insane. And with the last 10,000 years left, you weren't about to let that go to waste either. You threw it in without hesitation and pulled out an Immortal Grade 1 mask. You still had 1,000 years as a buffer, and you could always build your lifespan back up with your ability. Outside the Beast Illusion Tower, Huang Hongzhong sat cross-legged in the air, waiting. Before long, everyone had emerged from the tower. He scanned the crowd with cold eyes. All right, this is the moment that decides your fate. Hand over your treasures. Everyone reluctantly produced their Grade 3 treasures. Huang Hongzhong waved his hand, and all of them flew into his possession. He checked to confirm that everyone had turned in exactly 1 Grade 3 treasure. He allowed himself a satisfied smirk, then his expression dropped again. Now, take out every storage bag you're carrying. I'm doing a full inspection. The moment he said that, a few faces went pale. You furrowed your brow. How was this guy so thorough?